When we talk about progress, we see it everywhere. Women using mobile phones for banking, innovations in agriculture, and communities moving forward. There's one driving force behind all of this: partnerships. Hi, I'm Prabir.
Hi, I'm Swati, and today we are here to unpack India's strides of progress powered by partnerships.
So Swati, it's been such a long journey for us, and I keep jokingly mentioning this, but like chai and biscuit are great on their own, but together it's really awesome. And I think that speaks a little bit about our partnership as well.
Yes, and to think that one small conversation started it all.
Absolutely. I still remember that when you were discussing about how we can do work on women's financial inclusion, we had this small, untested, in a way, at scale idea, which we thought we could take forward and take it much bigger. And I'm really sort of happy to see the kind of scale we reach now.
True, I mean, we've reached 130 million customers with over 73 million women. It's something that I think we had secretly hoped and dreamed of, but didn't seem possible at that time, did it?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, let's take a walk down memory lane. We have some of these photographs which serve as small yet very powerful reminders of the change that has happened, and also provide snippets of the journey together. I remember this one. This was one of the financial inclusion camps.
Yes, and I think the beauty about this picture was the conversation. It's like, how do you have that conversation? So only once we start having the conversation with the women around not just the financial products, but what it means in their lives, in the lives of their family, does it really get real and the magic happens.
And the fact that, we were able to sort of contextualize how financial services really has an integral part of their lives, and also make it something that was easy to understand.
Just, not having a conversation around why you should save, but about you always go on this journey and there are different things that set you back, but the important thing is about how to keep it going, and that's what Snakes and Ladders broke off. And I can tell you there was a lot of excitement overall when people saw Snakes and Ladders, and the child in them connected with it.
Let's look at this photograph now. This reminds me of the very important part that the women VC agents have played in this entire financial inclusion journey.
Oh yes, this was Anita. This was in Tamil Nadu, and I was pleasantly surprised to see her riding a bike in this small village. For her, I think what I distinctly remember was how she connected with her customers. The fact that throughout her conversation, there was a phone ringing and she was constantly solving queries, guiding people, and also of her resilience.
No, absolutely. I remember, in fact, how matter-of-fact she was about this is something that she needs to do, and it gives immense joy as well. And that the fact that she's available almost 24/7. I mean, I remember 11:30 at night, she's out sort of, visiting customers because they really need her services in terms of, withdrawing cash, or maybe even early in the morning sort of depositing before they go off to work. And she's always available. And I do remember the story about how, having a mode of transportation like the bike really sort of allowed her to maybe sort of go and meet these customers exactly where they were and didn't have to come to her. And I think it was very empowering for everybody.
And one key thing about a BC agent is being reliable, and I think she totally embodied that.
And Swati, I can spot you in this one as well. And it's so interesting to see some of the social dynamics at play here as we look at, financial inclusion training at work.
Men on one side and women on one side. And it was really interesting because every time that you did this camp in a village, that would be the setting. And you started with speaking about savings, and there would be this constant chatter from the women's side and a thin drop silence from men. And you could hear them discussing amongst themselves, trying to convince each other. When it came to insurance, it was often very interesting to see women actually telling others on why it makes sense for them to enroll, the overall benefits, not just to them, but to their families. And men only perked up when they spoke about credit.
That's also interesting to hear, because the fact is a lot of the decisioning around some of the household expenses are sort of, you would think would be made by women, but they also have to defer to men quite a few times. And I remember our conversations about how do you actually also increase agency of women through savings, like behavior. And we've now realized that women now are reaching a stage where they are putting aside, money every month. They're able to make these small savings. And this could be for education, this could be health expenses, and also it could be to buy something they want to buy without someone asking them, "Ye kiske liye?" I think that's really important. The moments we revisited really drove home the fact that the real driver of change is partnerships. So it's not just efforts, it's collective efforts.
Absolutely. In-field work, scaling up, institutional change, all made possible when women, communities, organizations, and institutions all work together. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.